First of all, find a tribe. I use that word a lot, but there's very few jobs in the world where being on your own is a strength. We all need someone to be for us. Finding that group of people is really essential, because when you're on your own, you take the successes, you haven't got anyone to celebrate with, and sometimes they go to your head, and then you get these ego challenges. And then the
Yep.
failures, you tend to let them weigh too heavily because you haven't got someone to unpick them and learn from them. That sort of togetherness is really helpful. So I'd say find your tribe. I think communication with your church congregation and parents is something I wish I'd learned earlier. So not just those involved in youth work, but the whole church. How do you get the whole church? Even from practical things like get your church to give you a piece of the notice board and fill it with stuff that's going on. How do you communicate regularly what you're spending your money on? Not to justify yourself, but to show people what exciting things are going on. And then the third thing is really super practical is learn to rest well. It is a marathon.
Yeah.
It's not a 100-meter dash. We've got to learn, and our line managers have got to model that well and allow us to do it well. But you've got to somehow figure out, what does resting well look like for me? Because for some people, it's not stopping, it's doing something different. Word recreation means recreate. It means you're doing something different to what you normally do. So for some people, going to play 2 hours of football is rest, is stopping. And so it's finding that thing that brings you that pause to be able to begin again.